Make sure to sub and hit the notification bell. Toy Live, oh my lord, I have not seen you in forever. How have you been? And good news, you're gonna start getting less ads. I have missed you though. Ads and hey Matthew Worthington, how are you? So today we're playing Puyo Pop Fever. I'm always leaving when you're live. No, we just started. I actually started very early today. So you're not late, we just started. I was doing my prep stuff before I had to start streaming, like make my coffee and everything. But I started pretty early. Originally I was gonna do art not using bases today, but I'm good, sorry, I was playing Dead by Daylight. It's okay, I wanna play that. Do you guys think I would have fun with that? And the good thing about it is, even if it's an M-rated game, it's not like adult. So I think I could play that on stream, being a PG-13 streamer. I'll think about it. Did you like it? I want to see the third one so bad. Like originally I was going to do art today, and the art was going to be done without bases. But I'm on a really bad art burnout. So I decided to play Puyo Pop Fever today. It is so fucking hot in my house, and it's supposed to get to 75 today outside. Toy Life, got any life updates for me? I saw you messaged under one of my videos the other day. So thank you. No, it wasn't under my videos, it was under one of my, my posts. I liked the post, I just didn't know how to respond, I apologize. We're playing on hard mode today. I just messed up, now I have to restart. Oh, they have this game as one of the bosses in Sonic Mania. I've tempted to play some of the PlayStation 2 Sonic games. I really like Sonic Colors as a kid. Sonic Colors was a lot of fun. And it would be a good way to practice with my controller before I start getting back into Jak and Daxter. What game is it though? You know what I want to play again is the Dreamcast. But I don't know if there's Dreamcast controllers for your computer. I would have to look into it. My Nintendo 64 controllers, I got a 2-pack for only like 20 bucks. So if I can get like a 2-pack of the controllers, I wouldn't mind starting to play some Dreamcast stuff. It's been so long since I've seen you, and I finished Resident Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. I have a Switch. It's just my capture card doesn't work. Because my computer has old parts. Guys, if you're not subbed to Dog on YouTube, make sure to sub and hit the notification bell. One of my viewers bought me a Switch a couple months ago. And a capture card. I gotta get new controllers for it, and I gotta get a new charger. Because these men came over and did our floors, and both of my controllers went missing. It's so expensive and hard to buy for me, the new controllers and the charger. I'm messing up. Oh my lord. I'm sorry if my voice is a little raspy. Um, I'm still tired. So I don't even remember what my Nintendo password is or anything. Because I haven't had the money to buy a new Switch controllers and a charger. But I'm planning to get it at some point. My next paycheck, I need to go get clothes and more bus tickets. And then the following check, I'm thinking of getting new Switch controllers and a charger. Don't worry, you always sound like you're on the verge of tears. I'm used to it. I do. It's just because my voice is so dang on monotoned. I have the world's most monotone voice I think I've ever heard. Some people say my voice puts them to sleep though. I've had 2 people fall asleep on stream. I think it's hard to imagine yelling to you often at your job. No. But when my group home stat pisses me off, I yell. I am messing up so much today. I need a restart already. You got a cat? We're not allowed to have pets at a group home unless it's a small animal. They've offered me to be able to get hissing cockroaches, but I couldn't breed them if I got them. They've also said I can get a gecko, but they wouldn't take you to... I would have to save Uber money to take you to the vet, because my ride, I can't exactly take pets on there unless they're service animals. I take door-to-door pays. So I would have to, if I needed to go to the vet, I would have to put money aside for an Uber. And then I would have to order Chewy. So me having a pet right now is a bad idea. I wanted a hissing cockroach, but to even register a hissing cockroach, you're talking at the vet, you're talking about $500 just to register it. And if it gets stuck in molting and you feel like it's slowing down or it looks like it's depressed, taking a hissing cockroach to the vet would be $1,000. So I want me that, but it's so expensive. And they don't suggest you do the molting procedure at home, especially if you've never had an exotic animal. Guys, somebody get some Magmar. Oh, Toy Alive, did you see how many followers we're at now? We hit 1,036. Why am I messing up so much today? I think when I post the edit VOD, it's going to be called Messing Up Stream. Besides that, this game is really relaxing though. I didn't know this game existed until I started looking through emulators. While looking through PlayStation 2 ROMs. It's such a cute game though. Let me drink a little bit more of my coffee to see if that helps. Oh, that's fun. When I go see my friend Paul and Katie, when we get drunk, she gives me a little weed and we play board games. Hi TK, how are you? Nice, you got the Magmar. I'm doing good, a little tired, which is why my voice is so raspy. You guys know it's wild. One of my ex-friends actually was another person who I got the day off work. Nice. That's awesome. That is funny. You're funny, Toy. But one of my friends that I used to be friends with actually wasn't one of the people who encouraged me got into streaming and content creating. Cause he's like, you got the voice for it. I'm like, no, my voice is ugly. He's like, no, you've got a really good voice for streaming. So that's another reason I decided to pick up content creating and streaming. I'm drinking coffee before we play any more of this because I keep messing up. Okay. I do like tea. I've been tempted to put some tea on my throne wish list. Yes. TK, do you agree with him that I have the voice for streaming? Do I actually have a decent voice for streaming? I want TK's opinion on this. Today is going to be rain. I don't know. I think I used to hate my voice before I got into streaming. What's a voice up for? What is the voice for a streamer? Well, good streamers typically have radio voices or high-pitched anime voices. But yeah, Toy Life, since you've been gone, we hit 1,000 followers. I did some face reveals. I know you watch my content on YouTube, so you probably saw the face reveal already. I can hear you guessing that class. I can hear you guessing that class. You do. Your voice is hot as hell. I do. I admit it. I do. Like I follow this one. I used to follow this one atheist YouTuber, and I tried to make friends with him by joining his Discord and messaging him because he said his DMs are always open to talk about like church experiences that we had, and I ended up DMing him one day, telling him like my issues that I had when I was in church. Oh, why don't you put that in the Discord? I said, I thought you said your thing was open for DMs. I'm busy right now. So I unfollowed him. Why am I messing up so much? Like, I still like his content, also watch it here and there, but I refuse to resub to him. Him and Ricky Gervais were actually my atheist heroes. And then he turned out to be an asshole. I'm not gonna say his name because I don't want anybody to like message me and tell me that I'm being stupid. But I used to follow him religiously, and he doesn't even really talk to his community. he doesn't even talk in his own Discord server. And he only joins the calls every rare once in a while. And half of his community is 11-year-olds. I have minors in my community, but they're not. It's okay. Lurking also helps me. You still get the ad revenue. And then I also followed another atheist YouTuber that did similar content. And one day I messaged him about how I'm thinking about being a content creator. He's like, well, there's a lot that goes into it. And I'm like, I know, but I have self-cautious about my voice. This was before I became a content creator. He's like, why don't you record it and do voice changers? And I'm like, is that how it works? And then he's like, just record. And he did it in such a smart ass way. Guys, if you're not sub the dog on YouTube, make sure to sub and hit the notification bell. I just wanted his advice on like streaming, and I said like, okay, like how'd you get into streaming? I just recorded. I mean, not streaming, but content creating. I just recorded. I don't even know how this person is big, because his voice is annoying. He sounds like a smoker. And again, he was part of the community that I was in for the other atheist YouTuber that I tried to make friends with. And it was just not a good experience. I'm doing better this time, guys. I can't really say their names on stream because I don't want to cause issues. I am tempted to resub to the one, but I'm not going to join its community again. Well, you can face enemies. I'm not doing the story mode. That's why she's not attacking back. Because I'm not doing story mode right now. I don't know. Hey, Winter, how are you? Thank you for the lurk. I haven't paid attention to what my high score is yet. I don't even know how to check that because, I think you gotta die once to see what your high score is. And I don't really save it whenever I play it. This is the furthest I've gotten on hard mode though. This is actually the furthest that I've gotten on hard mode. Get to level 99, I'm trying. My ear itches. My headphones just fell off and everything. You enjoy Tetris? I was never good at Tetris. This game is actually a lot easier than Tetris. I do like Tetris though, it's relaxing. I just messed up. I gotta restart. I'm actually proud of myself though. That's the highest I've gotten on hard mode. So I'm very proud of myself. Hey guys, I'm gonna go take a quick break because I've been going for 30 minutes. Further than me. That is actually the highest I've gotten on hard mode. Anyways, I'm going to be right back and take a quick break. I'm back. I had to use the washroom. And I ended up getting something to drink and everything. I'm gonna try to go until 12 today. I started very early though. So we're probably gonna play this until about 11:30, then switch to just chatting. Oh guys, reminder, May 1st, I'll be on a streaming break. I'm gonna focus on content creating. I don't know how long I'll be gone, and I don't know how short I'll be gone. But I'm gonna try to get a little bit further in my Pokemon Late Green gameplay and try to make longer videos on it. Thank you. You didn't catch it. Gonna lurk for a sec. That's okay. Pegging, wash to the line. I read that as pegging the wash. I've never heard that term before. Guys, if you're not subbed to Dog on YouTube, make sure to sub and hit the notification bell. Oh my god, it's Zen! Hello Zen, how have you been? I haven't seen you in a few weeks. How has work been going for you? You can go to Parch. I actually used to go to a day program. I've also been to Job Corps. So I understand how frustrating it can be. But our day program used to have a workshop. But then they closed the workshop down after COVID. Which is why I stopped going. I'm messing up so much. Yeah, that's why I stopped going to day program, because Now it's just kindergartner classes, like how to wash your hands, how to brush your teeth, how to shower. So that's why I stopped going. The group home said it wasn't benefiting me anyways. And every time I would go there, either somebody would try to pick a fight with me or I'd pick a fight with them. Yeah, it's just because some of the lower functioning peoples, then they have to have those classes. It's not like it's a bad thing, it's just it wasn't benefiting me. It may have been benefiting other people, though, you never know. But after they closed the workshop down, I stopped going. They said the parts had COVID on them or some shit like that. I'm gonna get some of my electrolyte drink. I was making good money working in the workshop too. It was only spending money, but it was nice money. Like we got these parts we had to poke out the holes of. Glug glug glug. But we ended up getting these parts from a factory, and those parts, and I didn't do a lot because I was dealing with a lot of depression, but I would at least get about 120 parts done. And on top of that, I was working up front as a phone answerer, and then I was also working at two buildings cleaning, and I made about $300. Yeah, I'm glad I don't deal with it anymore. Welcome back. And when we did the piecework, I would bring at least 100 home because how fast I was. Cherry, I can English. Dog, dog, dog. But yeah, I was making good money at the workshops then because how fast I was. You're funny, DK. I would bring, just doing piecework, I would bring home $50 to $200. That's how fast I was. Yeah. There's one part that I used to have such issues with those then. We would have to put the screw in, and then, well, so it came with 3 parts. No, 4 parts. It came with the boat piece, because we were making boat pieces. It came with a spring, and it came with a ball, and you had to hammer the top of it on. One day, I was sitting across one of the other clients, one of my friends, and me with skill issues, be like, and then you gotta hear the skill issue. You guys ready for this? All of a sudden, I hear him go, ow. I'm like, did that hit you? The top of it hit him in the face. So I really struggled with those pieces. So they would put me on the machine where I had to test the pieces out instead of doing them because they got sick of shit going missing because of me. Those were the only parts I had trouble with though. But they would put me on this machine where you can test if the parts are done right. If not, we had to take off the lid and hand it back to the staff. And the staff had to get it redone. I actually liked the machines that they put us on. They were super easy to use. And I was super fast. And the people who did the machines, because they were a little dangerous, actually got more pay than doing the piecework. So when I was doing the machines, I was at least bringing $80 home. And I was very fast on the machines. So with the workshop, we would we would do kits. So we would bag these kits. We would count brackets. We would make boat parts. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, piecework. It was a lot of fun and very relaxing. It's just back then I was dealing with really bad depression, so I didn't get as much as I would have liked done. Then I was on clozapam, and clozapam was making me tired. So if honestly, if I wasn't on the clozapam, I would have at least been bringing $400 home. And I was on a very high dose of clozapam, and I was literally a zombie on it. The two anxiety pills I do not suggest getting on is Xanax and clozapam. Those are the two anxiety meds I do not suggest. When I was a teenager, I'm drinking my drink. When I was a teenager, living with my parents, my dad ended up getting sick. He had a blood clot, and my doctor put me on really high doses of Xanax. And I actually got really addicted to the Xanax because of it. But at the end of the day, I was probably taking 10 Xanaxes. Living the dream afterwards. But no, I don't suggest Xanax. And I don't suggest clozapam. I'm on hydroxyzine, and it's actually working a lot better than the clozapam and Xanax did. I was able to quit the Xanax cold turkey though. We ended up finding another doctor, and I was able to actually quit the clozapam. I was able to quit the clozapam and the Xanax cold turkey. And they consider Xanax a codependency pill. So once you're on it, you're gonna want it for the rest of your life, they said. But I don't even crave it anymore. I feel a lot better without it. I've been off of it for, I think, 6 years now. It was making me zombie-like. Literally, I was a zombie. I was very irritable. I was running away, having a lot of behavioral issues on clozapam. Guys, it's gonna be hot outside today and I have work. I have work today. And it's gonna be so hot. It's already humid out. I'm excited. Bring the fucking weather, God. Like, I am so excited for the hot weather. So I ended up buying me 2 electrolyte drinks yesterday. Yeah, for you it's gonna be hot. It's gonna be 75 out. It's already 53. I am so dang on excited. And then Sunday it's gonna be 64 out. It's still cold out there, I take it. The other day it was snowing and it was 60 out. Somehow it's still stuck. It was literally 65 outside and it snowed and somehow it stuck, but it melted like 7 hours later. I was actually streaming at the time and like talking about how I was watching it melt on the neighbor's roof. That was like 2 Thursdays ago. Every time a little bit would melt, I feel like it's melting. Next week's gonna be cold again. I think it's gonna go back in the 40s next week here. Let me go Google it. I think it's supposed to get cold again next week though. I live near a lakefront, so I call our weather more bipolar than I am. Never mind, it's not gonna get cold next week. It's gonna be in the 40s and 50s. But here, 40s is actually really cold because we live near the lakefront. So the temperatures are supposed to drop back to the 40s next week. And because, like I said, I live near the lakefront, that 40 degree weather is actually very cold. Anyways, let's game. So it's supposed to drop again next week. For those who don't know, I live near Chicago. My back be hurting whenever it's cold. I know you said when it's hot near you, your back be feeling like it's on fire since it has metal in it. I know you've told me you just like it just right. You don't want it too hot and too cold. You're like me, Zen. You don't want it to be too cold, but you don't want it to be too hot. Around here, sometimes it gets in the hundreds when it comes to heat in the summer. So this summer, I'm going to be driving me a lot of electrolyte. Yeah, we consider our weather bipolar. I joke around and say the weather here is more bipolar than I am. One time I told this story 100 times, but one time I was coming out of the hospital because I had a UTI that was very severe. And it was June 1st. I came out of the hospital, I'm like, did they put me in a coma? Because it was snowing outside and there was a blizzard on June 1st. I already messed up. Bye bye poker. Har har. You're funny. That is so silly. He's got the jokes. I missed you, Zen. Whether you believe it or not. Not like a joker. You're so silly. How has work been going for you, Zen? How many days a week you working now? I know you were looking for more hours. I'm gonna be applying for clothes at a coffee shop. Laughter is a good thing. I'm going to be applying for a side job when this coffee shop opens. We have a really high quality coffee shop opening in town, and I'm going to apply there. Still 3. That's not too bad. I'm only working 2 days a week. So that's why I want to apply for a side job. But I promise my coworkers, no matter how hard it gets, I'm not going to leave them. So I made that promise. So I will be working 2 jobs. I'm actually going to be applying this May while I'm on a streaming break for side jobs. I'm gonna get my ass back on ZipRecruit. Yeah. I love my boss, but she's very strict. Because she wants the best for me. And she's like, I want to prepare you in case you get another job. So she's a little hard on me, so it can be stressful, but I love her for doing it. What's nice about her is she doesn't see me as somebody with a disability. Yeah. I'm also going to be applying for GameStop this summer. Y'all think that if I have emulators on my application that they'll actually hire me at GameStop? Because you gotta have a list of machines that you have currently and you've had in the past. Do you guys think emulators technically count as gaming machines? Because they want a list of like machines that you've used. I know it's not a Yeah, I know it's not a physical copy of the game. I mean the physical machine. But do y'all think emulators would actually be counting as game systems? If I wanted to put like I have a PlayStation 2, Game Boy, and Game Boy Advance, and Nintendo 64, even though I don't have them physically, do you think that would still count as game machines? We've already been going for an hour. Dog is doing good. Yeah, they want to list the game consoles you've used. Well, that you have currently. The application, you gotta at least mention 3 game consoles that you have. Or they won't hire you at all. Y'all think that emulators would technically count as having game systems? I've always wondered if that could be a factor if I wanted to get hired there. I'm also thinking of applying for Spencer's. I'm also thinking of playing for Lover's Lane. I don't care if that's a sex shop. I want to apply there. Because when I went in there, I got really good customer service. And then I'm thinking of applying for a few more bars. Work is work. Hey, TK, do you think having emulators would count as having gaming consoles, though, if I wanted to apply for GameStop? Because they want you to at least have 3 gaming consoles to work there. I'm gonna put the Switch. And then I was just thinking if the the emulators would count as owning the consoles. Because they want you to at least have 3 gaming consoles. So you know, like, in case you need to help the customers. I'm just thinking because I have a lot of emulators, but I only have a Switch in real life. That's the only thing I have. And I still gotta get new controllers for that and a charger. I could call them and ask. I think I'll call them at their stream and ask if they count emulators as having gaming consoles. That's true, I could do that. Hey guys, I do gotta use the washroom. I'll be right back. I'm back. Have a good lurk. Thank you for the lurk. I might give me a Spottum shout out. It won't be able to happen until like 9:15 though. So before we continue gaming, I'm gonna get the shout out set up. Then hold up, I'm trying to do something. 3. I'm trying to get a Spottum shout out. So I'm not really paying attention to the. Thank you so much for the lurk. The OBS. It'll only take a second. I'm actually having trouble focusing. Okay, we should be getting the shout out soon. You can do all the head tats now. I'm gonna go grab my second electrolyte. I need to make an announcement in my Discord. I almost forgot. Okay, we can continue gaming. Guys, if you're not subbed to Dog on YouTube, make sure to sub and hit the notification bell. I swear I've been doing more talking than gaming. I'm sorry, Zen. I was just trying to focus. I even accidentally clicked the enter key when I was trying to fill out the checklist. How? Zen, it's so good to see you, though. I haven't seen you in forever. Okay. Why just K? I am Sayer, thank you for the lurk. It's okay, especially now that you're working. That's normal. I'm already messing up and I just started. That's okay. Do you work night shifts or do you work day shifts? I've never asked. If you work night shifts, you should be sleeping through the day. Those are actually really good hours. I know you know that I work close at my job. And I'm applying for clothes at another place this next month when it opens. The next place is in walking distance. Before we get this bottom shout out, I'm gonna go to the bathroom one more time. I'll be right back. I'm back. I had to use the washroom and get my other electrolyte. It's almost time for the bottom shout out. 3 more minutes. I messed up already. I can fix this, it's just the start. Messing up a lot today, I swear. It's a yup flame, I'm telling you kids, the yup flames are dangerous. They start forest fires. I've got the worst fucking headache today. I took a Tylenol earlier and I've had 2 cups of coffee. I think it's just because it's starting to get hot outside. Yeah, I need to restart. I messed it up so badly. I think when I post the stream, I'm gonna call it the mess up stream. I just scratched my nose and pulled it out of the boogie. I'm waiting for them to tell me I could use it, then we'll continue gaming. Guys, we got a bottom shout out. Hopefully we'll get more of an active chat now. Now let's continue gaming. Guys, if you're in this bottom gang server and you want your bonus, post in the thread. I kind of wonder where RMs are at right now. Thank you for this bottom gang support. Yeah, I'm glad I added this bottom check-in. I'm thinking of adding a sound to it whenever people redeem it. Hey, just a reminder, this is the last stream of the week. I wanted to count and do good. Thank you so much for this auto game support. Care Bear, how have you been? How close are you now to the purple dot? I'm excited about that. You'll be the first bottom community member that's gotten it, so I'm actually very excited for you. How close are you now? Hello, how are you? Getting there, but we have a ways to go. You're doing so good. I am so proud of you. I'm over here tired. After stream, I'm probably gonna get a nap before work. At least an hour in. I'm gonna try to stream until 12 today though. I messed up. Alright, hello, how are you? Guys, if you're in the Bottom Gang server, make sure to post in the thread that you're here. RM, I was just asking where RM was. You popped in, yay. Doing good, a little tired today. I did really good on the kitchen last night, so I was proud of that. And I'm starting to become more... Oh my god, Lena! How are you? It's been forever. How have you been? We'll drink some more of my... I'm okay. Originally, I was gonna do art today, but I am all arted out. Like, I am on an art burnout. I was gonna draw without using the bases, but I'm not that confident with my art yet. Like, I was trying to doodle something the other day, and it wasn't turning out. Yesterday, it was not turning out right. I messed up already. Guys, so reminder, and I can actually give you guys an early heads up. On June 30th, I will be doing another art subathon. Same rules as the last subathon. And then May 1st, I'm taking a streaming break. So May 1st, I don't know how long I'll be gone, but I'm going to be focusing on YouTube content. And then there's some days in April that I won't be able to stream. I think the 2nd, the 7th, and the 25th. Or the 24th, I can't quite remember. But those days will be no stream because I've got doctor's appointments. But I'll make sure we have plenty of content on YouTube. Even if I can't stream. Like, if you guys aren't subbed to Dog on YouTube, make sure to sub and hit the notification bell. I'm actually almost at 900 subbies. All I need is to get to 1K and I get monetized. I'm at a lot of subbies on YouTube. I'll check after this match. I don't know if they've gone down or up. But I'm super close to 900. I'm hoping to hit the 1K either before or after my break. Because on my May 1st, I'll be trying to do longer videos on Pokemon Leaf Green and get a little bit further. I'll be trying to do 20-minute videos. But because of the Pokemon Leaf Green content. So yes, May 1st, Doggo will not be streaming. I don't know how long or how short I'll be back. Because I'll be focusing on making YouTube content. Also, I don't know, TK, I think we'll come back. Guys, somebody catch the bear. Also, while I'm on my break, I'm going to be working a lot on my Twitch channel with redeems and stuff like that. So when I go on my week break, I'll still technically be working on Twitch. Let's see how many followers I'm at now on YouTube. They've probably either gone up or down. We're at 899 subbies on YouTube. Hell yeah. So guys, if you're not subbed, make sure to sub and hit the notification bell. I post constantly there. Hi EXO fan, hi Aluna, spot of gang support, yay. Hey EXO fan, how you doing? Aluna's emotes are so cute. I might grab one of my chips. I'm over here. I'm not hungry, I just have the munchies in well. Also, I'm worried about Silver Wolf, but yeah. I'm doing good. Guys, I still have not finished the chippies. At work tonight. Because I work Friday nights. Trying to wake up a bit. Woke up with a headache this morning. My headache's kind of subsiding though. I think it's because it's hot outside. I think that's kind of why the headache. But I'd rather the heat than the cold. Whereas me and Zen were actually talking about this earlier. Me and him both prefer to be just right outside, not too hot or not too cold. But in the areas we live in, we can't have that. You know what's even worse? There's no air conditioning in the back room where I work. So we just keep the door open. But I'm used to working in heat. I've worked, all my jobs that I've worked have been extremely hot except for like one job. So I'm okay with working in the heat. At 11:30, we're gonna switch to just chatting. I'm gonna try to go until 12 today. Even though that might be more than 4 hours. I'm messing up so much today. Guys, if you're not sub the dog on YouTube, make sure to sub and hit the notification bell. Also, Luna, how have you been? This place I used to work, I can't even work at my own pace. That's most jobs, though. I got fired from a factory for not working fast enough. Oh my god, Gage! I have not seen you in forever. How have you been? Puyo Pop, yes. Okay, okay, do that, and I'll read here in a second. Yes, I'm playing some Puyo Pop Fever. It's okay, real life comes before Mama Doggo streams. I always say that real life comes first. How have you been? It's honestly nice when old community members come back, though. I used to play this game a lot when the DS still worked. I didn't know this game, and hello Lady Moon, how are you? Yeah, drinking a lot of caffeine before bed's not gonna put you to sleep. I didn't know this game existed until I started looking through PlayStation 2 emulators. But I like it, it's relaxing. I normally just play, I don't really play the story, I just play Endless Pop. The original. Because I don't think I'd be good at story mode. I think it would be too much for me to keep up with. Yeah, don't drink energy drinks before bed. Not even half of one. You also get weird dreams drinking energy drinks before bed. I've gotten the weirdest fucking dreams of drinking Also, the music brings me back to when I was like 10 or 7. I'm enjoying the game. Fair. It's a really cute game. I love it. It's basically anime Tetris. I'm not going AFK again for a long time because this bottom shout out. But after like this bottom shout out is done. Okay, let me go take a look. I drank a G Fuel for the first time 2 years ago. I drank the Sonic one, and I felt like I was on crack all day. From the time I finished the can to the time that I went to bed that night. Now my body can actually handle G Fuels and I can drink them. Did you know G Fuel has lead in it? I think only mods can do only mods can give shout outs. Hey mods, can we get a shout out? Yeah, only mods can do shout outs. Yeah. G Fuel has lead in it. It's an energy drink. That's actually really, really bad for you. Lovey never touching that now. And there are sponsorships from creators. I doubt people know though. The stupid part is because the fact that people don't know it, it's literally on the can. I actually want to try to get Cherry on a G Fuel can. That would be cute. Both. Both have lead in them. Okay, it's good to know what energy drink to stay away from. I never heard of it. It's one of these brands that sponsor a lot of big time streamers, games, and stuff like that. So like there's like for example they have a PewDiePie one. The PewDiePie one tastes like a fart. I've never had Rogue Energy in my life, but I did have a sponsorship with them for a while. And when I joined their stream, I had to lie and say that I've had it. But they also stream on Twitch. I like, what is it? Fucking, Bang. I like Bang energy drinks. I keep messing up, guys. Let me see who's DMing me. I'm gonna take a break when we hit 2 hours, 20 minutes. To get me some lunch. I'm hungry. I'd rather the flavored monsters because the original flavor actually makes me feel sick. But Red Bull's really good. And Red Bull, you can get it sugar-free, too. Red Bull was actually my first ever energy drink. The story is, I was not allowed to have caffeine as a kid, so I asked my dad if it was beer. I don't know how to explain the taste. It's a weird taste. But yeah, when I was really little, I wasn't allowed to have a lot of caffeine until high school. But my dad was messing with me. I thought the Red Bull was a beer. And he's like, do you want to try a beer? And when I was a kid after that, I could not drink energy drinks. Let me go see what you said. I'm curious. Hey, Master Ninja Uwu, how are you? There is no fixing this. How long have we been going? We've only been almost been going for 2 hours. I'm okay, been planning for an AV event that's on my birthday, plans to be in a dress. What is these pictures? That sounds very super cute. Ah, fair. I don't know what it is with me though, but when men wear dresses, it's amazing. Is that gonna be your first time ever wearing a dress? For my birthday, I'm doing a subathon. You excited? It's here soon. I'm gonna have to go eat lunch. I didn't really eat a full balanced dinner. I mean breakfast. I've been having trouble eating breakfast. But I at least want to wait 10 more minutes before I go eat. I'm messing up so badly. When I post the stream, it's gonna be called the messing up stream. Guys, if you're not sub the dog on YouTube, make sure to sub and hit the notification bell. Wave up noise sounds like they're a sleepy noise. Hey guys, I'm gonna go grab lunch, use the washroom, and take care of my needs. So I'll be right back. I'm back. I'm sorry I was AFK. Thank you so much for the raid. I was on a lunch break. I apologize. Fireside, if you're still there, how was your stream? What'd you do? And mods, can we get Fireside a shout out, please? Thank you. Can we give Fireside a shout out if they're still here? I was on a lunch break. I'm so sorry. Hey RM, can we get a shout out for Fireside, please? When you can. I'm so sorry I was on a lunch break. Already did good one? Okay. Did good. Fireside, how was your stream? What'd you do? Also, Fireside, make sure to post in the thread that you've done the shout out so you can get your bonus. I feel so bad that I went on lunch break now. What I ended up doing at lunch is I made a bologna sandwich, but instead of adding a buttload of cheese like I normally do, I ended up putting lettuce on it and it actually tasted really good. That shit was fine as hell. Like I said, we're gonna do this until about like 12, 20, not 12, 11, 20, 11:30. Maybe I'll switch at 11 exactly. And then we're gonna do some just chat each stream. Because I'm trying to go until 12 today. And I feel like when I lose things to talk about, that's when I end stream. I messed up and I just started. Diagnosis skill issue. Also, Fireside, if you're still here and you need to go do real life, go do that. Again, I'm sorry that I was away while you raided. I was very much hungry. I haven't really been eating breakfast like I should, so I get hungry pretty early. I'm over here screwing up. Dog, dog, dog. Did I just go on? No, I didn't go on easy mode. Okay. We've actually remotely had a lot of views today. I feel now that I feel like, what was I gonna say? So I'm thinking, May 1st, after my break on May 1st, I'm gonna try to start putting in 5-hour streams. Yep. Yep. She even agrees. Hey Sonic Master, how are ya? I'm excited for ya. You'll have to show me how it goes. I'm going to lose. Alright, do you like the music in the game? It's so peaceful, isn't it? I'm messing up so much. After stream, I need a video edit. I'm probably gonna work on next week's schedule on Saturday. If I don't have any energy to do it after stream. Video editing can take a lot of energy. That is for sure. It's like I always said, as a streamer, you also need to be a content creator. That's how you grow. Some of my viewers came off my YouTube, and back when I used to use TikTok before my posts kept getting flagged, I was getting some followers on TikTok that came to my streams. I do not suggest TikTok. They kept flagging my post. I don't know. I think it's how often I post. I post daily. And I might play some scrubs with my VODs and stuff, I don't know. I also post content that's not YouTube related content. And then I link my Twitch in like the description, and that's been getting me some more followers. I used to show them my Discord link, but then I got a really annoying person. I get bots quite a bit because I have passed out my link of the stream, and I used to be on that boop program where you boop it every 2 hours and you get your name out there like that. But like even with that, like that's what moderators are for. We're actually gonna be setting up the book thing here again soon. But yeah, I post on YouTube daily. Whether it be edit VODs, clips from streams, vlogs, people like vlogs. I post gameplay. I post art videos. I started doing like me reacting to ads, like PSA ads and advertisements. I've done 2 movie reviews. So you gotta post daily, and you also gotta post content people are actually gonna want to watch. And you gotta have a variety of content you post. And shorts are important too. I really don't post a lot of shorts, but they're very important if you want to grow. I'm gonna take a second away from gaming. Dodge posts a lot of shorts. I noticed he gets some followers from posting a lot of shorts. Also, another thing you need to do is use hashtags on your videos. That's important too, because that's another way that people can find you on YouTube is using hashtags. So if they search a certain word that it was a teenager, they were pinging me nonstop, so forth, very annoying. That's fair. But posting daily, using hashtags, and that's how you get your name out there. I had to post literally daily to get my name out on YouTube. And TK actually came from my YouTube, and so did RM. Also, I'm constantly posting on art sites while I have half of that down. I also post my socials on art sites. And I've actually had, yeah, TK did. Posting my socials on art sites has also helped. I started doing that because Josh does it. And ever since I've been doing it, I've been getting more followers. Like, even Lena came off my Discord. I mean, not my Discord, my DeviantArt. And a few people come off DeviantArt. Sergeant Clark came off So Furry. I've had a viewer come off Pink Bunny. I've had some viewers on Weasel come here. I was from TikTok. Oh, I thought you came from YouTube, but... Yeah, you did. Okay, I remember now. I just messed up. I was doing so good. I gotta take a 5 second. I need to get something. I need to use the washroom. I'm back. Sorry, I've been having a tummy ache recently. Oh, nobody caught this kitty. This kitty is cute. Guys, if you're not subbed the dog on YouTube, make sure to sub and hit the notification bell. At 11, I'm gonna switch to just chatting. Wait, Wolf, how are you? How has streaming been for you? Can we get a shout out, please? Thank you, guys. Excuse me. Sneeze. I'm having a very good day today. I got work tonight, so I'm pretty happy. I'm gonna be working with my favorite cook tonight. He's new. Been on break from streaming because overseas, just returned today. How was your time overseas? I barely ever get to travel. I get jealous when people travel. Because I don't have the money to travel. Maybe next time you should take me with you. I'm just kidding. There's actually a guy at the bar I'm having post-trip possession. Fair. There's a guy at the bar that I go to. He goes to Southern Illinois for a hunting trip. And when I was in my birth family, I was living in Southern Illinois until I was 6. So I told him I want to go with him on a hunting trip so I could see what's changed since I've been like 5 years old. That's good. They're not as bad as he will make them look out to be. I would still be careful though. I've never had a bad experience at a bar, but make sure to keep yourself safe going to a bar because they can be dangerous. We've almost been going for 4 hours. No, 3 hours. As much as bars can be fun, they can also be very dangerous. So be careful. I just drank some of my drink. I think the only reason I got a headache today is because it's hot outside. So I'm gonna try to drink some of my drink. I have the electrolyte drink. The doctor said for some reason, I drink a lot of water. My doctor said for some reason I'm still dehydrated no matter how much water I drink. And so I've been picking up these really big electrolyte drinks. So I've been getting those at least once every few weeks. Especially with summer coming up. I think I told y'all that time me and all my housemates had the flu bug. We all got it one after the other. The doctor we talked to actually suggested drinking Pedialyte instead of water because water is just gonna go straight through you. And the Pedialyte, you need, when you're sick like that, you need an extra boost besides just water. And so that was my first time ever having Pedialyte. So ever since then, I've been trying to drink more not energy drinks, and I've been trying to drink more sports drinks just because I didn't know that water doesn't hydrate you as much. Yeah, the electrolytes. You need electrolytes. I didn't know that until I was told by the doctor. But y'all remember that whole month when me and my housemates got sick one after another with the stomach bug? And we're there for that. They suggested like Gatorade, Powerades, but the Pedialyte was really good, and I had a big one, and it really helped me a lot with hydration. She thought we were crazy for just pushing in water. She's like, you need to do something other than water. Why is your group home only making you drink water? You need electrolytes. I told my psychiatrist how the group home put us on a diet, and she said that's not safe at all. And she even said that should be your choice, not the group home's choice. She was not happy when I told her they put us on a strict diet. But we're still on the diet, so. And the worst part is the food we buy isn't even healthy. We just get a small portion of it. It's not even healthy foods. We just get less of a portion. We only have one staff that actually fills up our plate fully. The other staff literally just give us a spoonful of everything. Yeah, especially if they put us on a diet, I'm thinking, because I was away from pork for 4 years, I'm thinking of going back to a no pork diet. Yeah. I'm thinking of going on a no pork diet, and once every 2 weeks going on it, and not 2 weeks, 2 months, going on a no beef diet, a no red meat diet. For a full month every 2 months. But I need to talk to my staff about it because that means I would have to start cooking for myself. And buying my own groceries. But I'm thinking like once every 2 months. Because I know technically you need beef. I know technically you need it. But I'm thinking every 2 months to go on a whole month without eating beef. The only reason I only want to do it every 2 months is because I know it's not healthy to go without beef for a long time. Oh my god, that's the name. I haven't seen it forever. How have you been? With the weather going up and down, you know, my dad calls it pneumonia weather. But I hope you feel better. And he also calls it cold weather. He had, when I was living with him, my parents, all the way until the end of spring, I was told I had to wear a coat. No matter how hot it gets outside in the spring. Because spring is like cold and pneumonia weather. So my dad at least made me wear a jacket during the springtime. He said that weather will just sneak up on you, no matter how hot it is. So to this day, I wear a coat all spring. Whether it be a heavy jacket or a light jacket. No matter how hot it is. Guys, if you're not subbed to Dog on YouTube, make sure to sub and hit the notification bell. And my dad is so prone to getting sick, which is why he practices that purpose. He gets pneumonia and colds very easy. So all spring, he wears a coat. He's older, so go figure. But he never let me go without a coat in the springtime. That was a rule in the house. He had to wear at least a hoodie in the springtime. And with the weather going up and down right now, I've listened to him. I've been wearing the same heavy jacket since spring has started that I wear in the winter. Even if it is hot outside. But no, I hope you feel better. Colds are no fun. I had one for a full 2 weeks, and I kept losing my voice every other Sunday. I think the people who watched the stream realized that Sunday I streamed and I sounded like a fucking Muppet. Guys, tonight, if the rain stops, I'm gonna go to Jack's place before work. But I'm not sure yet. Depends on how I'm feeling, because technically I don't need to be outside until 6 o'clock, because my ride's not going to be there until 6:20. We've already gone for 3 hours, guys. Like I said, I plan to go until 12. So we're going to be over 4 hours by 12. I'm really going to push myself today, because I need my algorithm to go up. Guys, if you're not subbed to and this is the last stream of the week, so I want it to actually be a good stream. Especially since next month will be weird for streaming. Like, literally, the beginning of the week, the first week of April, I got a doctor's appointment on the 4th. Then I got one on the 7th. Then I got one on the 24th. Or the 25th, I can't remember. I'll look that up here in a second. I'm actually gonna go remind myself the days that I cannot stream, so I can tell you guys the days that I won't be able to stream. So, I won't be able to stream on the 2nd, I won't be able to stream on the 7th, and I won't be able to stream on the 25th. I messed up. So I want to make today's stream count, and Monday's stream I want to count. And then I want all next week until the day I have to go to my doctor's appointments. I want those streams to count. Hey Siri, what day is the 2nd of April on?
It's Wednesday, April 2nd, 2025.
Hey guys, we're gonna switch to just chatty now.